Welcome, Professor Ashwani Sharma. Just give us a brief about yourself.
Well, my academic journey started in 1971. I joined Punjab Engineering College, Chandigarh, did my graduation in mechanical engineering, and as luck would have it, my first job was in Air India, where I got converted into an aeronautical engineer, and I have been married to aviation for 46 years now, 47th year running. I have worked in Air India for 37 years, and I was Senior Vice President Air Costa, an airline which came up in South India, for about 4 years. And once they stopped operations, then I moved back to Bombay, and I'm doing freelance consultancy in aviation. And recently, last year onwards, I am a visiting faculty at Chandigarh University. I teach aerospace engineering to the students.
We have seen, and especially post-COVID, aviation industry has changed dramatically. There is the growth, what we were talking about 2019, it is already we are standing at 111% growth compared to 2020. So how do you see Indian aviation industry growing for the next 5 years or by 2030?
I can only say that Indian aviation is going to, boom, if that allowed to use that word. The reason for that is simple statistics will explain what I am trying to say. We are 140 crores, right?
Yes.
1.4 billion, and only 2% of Indians travel by air.
We see a huge opportunity. Even if
Exactly.
it grows by
So if
like
this-
another 6%, then the numbers are
If this number
allowed.
becomes 10%,
Yeah.
you need 5 times everything, 5x everything. You need 5 times we have presently 700 and odd aircraft flying. We need 3,500 aircraft.
Yeah.
We have presently 150 airports. We need 750 airports.
Wow.
So everything is 5x.
Everything is
Yeah,
5x,
that's
yeah.
it. So that kind of growth is
So, Yeah.
tremendous.
When we are talking that aviation industry is gonna grow 5x, we have this ready opportunity. What are the challenges, the aviation industry currently is facing to go to reach that 5x?
The challenge is the ecosystem or infrastructure, to put it loosely, is not at par with the growth curve. And that's been the case in Indian aviation for a long time. The industry is growing, but the accompanying infrastructure or the ecosystem is not keeping pace. And there were some government policies which were the reason for that. They were hindrance rather than facilitators.
Yeah.
We had some customs laws, we had some taxation laws, which were absolutely anti-aviation or
Okay.
anti-aviation growth.
Okay.
Or in the period of 90s and 2000,
Yes,
we
a
saw
lot
it.
has changed since then.
Now, as a matter of fact, in the last 10 years, things have changed quite a bit. Custom laws have been changed regarding aircraft components, to how to bring them and then keep them without paying custom duty.
Yeah.
The taxation has eased quite a bit. Gift City coming up in Gujarat, where you can trade in aircraft without paying very heavy. You see, aircraft is an expensive asset.
Absolutely.
$350
Yeah,
million.
yeah,
You're talking
yeah.
about one aircraft. It's a large aircraft, and if you pay 10% or 5% of duty on that, that's a huge amount.
Yeah.
So that people were actually, you'll be surprised to know that when the lease took place of aircrafts, the handover takeover used to take place outside Indian airspace to avoid the huge
The taxation.
Huge taxation.
When we are looking at the global markets, today if I look at Singapore, today I look at UAE, I look at Thailand, all these countries, Philippines, especially the Asian subcontinent, all these companies are coming up with free zones. They are giving a lot of tax rebate when we are talking about especially the MRO category. What is India doing today to attract or to facilitate the growth of these MROs?
Well, we are moving away from the model which was being followed in India for from independence onwards, which was more for example, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
We had a railway budget, right?
Yes.
So the railways is a common man's transport, involves a lot of people, and our socialist model, kind of demanded that we go in that direction, that more people, and we gave a short shrift to aviation. It's only in the last 5-7 years that the railway budget has been scrapped mercifully, And now I would expect the government of India to bring in an aviation budget. So you see these countries you're talking of, they have a head start of about 20, 30 years on us. Singapore has a ecosystem of aviation which is there since the last 30 years. When I was there, posted as an Air India engineer, there was a street in Changi where you had every OEM major's offices on that
Offices
street,
were there.
right?
Yes, yes. Definitely, that's a more advanced market. But if you look at it, today Thailand is giving a tough competition. Philippines is giving a tough competition. Because of the low labor cost and I would say the technology and all. Whereas India is known for its manpower, who is technically very, very advanced. So, what is it that is stopping the government to facilitate the growth of MROs?
I would still say that there is reluctance on the part of big time investors to pump their money into. I mean, everybody wants to start an airline, but not the infrastructure which supports the airline, like an MRO, for example. And the way the laws were, the way the taxation system was, it was not a profitable venture.
Okay.
It is now possible becoming profitable, but it will take time. There will be some, inertia which has to be overcome, and then we'll get
We look
there.
forward to that.
We'll
Hopefully,
get there.
we'll see you again in 5 years and
Sure.
we'll talk some different numbers. Thanks a lot. Thank
My
you.
pleasure.
Pleasure.